Houston Texans training camp practice number 7 finished earlier. I have some observations.
What you got?
Joe, first off, we need to get rid of roofs in football. Hashtag make football outside again. I like the elements. Little rain, little drizzle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what separates football from all the soft sports. Oh, baseball, it's drizzling. We can't play. Basketball, it's got to be 72 degrees inside. We can't play outside on blacktop. Football plays in the snow, plays in the heat, plays in the rain, plays in the hurricanes, plays in the monsoons, plays in the apocalypse, plays in Bane blowing up a stadium. Football outside is where football should be. And any of these softies who want football to be played inside, I'm sorry. I want to do an Oklahoma drill against you right now. And I will light your ass up, bitch.
I don't know, Paul. It kind of sounds like Texans offense might not agree with you.
Well, that's the problem.
I was also going to say Hurricane Barrel's like already helped out by making NRG outside.
Yeah, it's partially outside. It's like a tester.
They're going to have to get used to playing in the elements.
And they were not good in the elements today. Again, one practice. You don't want to make too much of it. But I felt, guys, like I was watching that game against the New York Jets. Remember that game where C.J. Stroud eventually left with a concussion, but the Texans offense couldn't do anything? Man, they were sloppy as hell today. Stroud got sacked as much as you can get sacked in a training camp practice because they don't allow you to tackle the quarterbacks wearing the red jerseys. Stroud got sacked at least 5 times, if not more. There was a moment as well in the middle of the practice where all of the Texans offensive players, Stroud brought them over to the side. They got on a knee and they started talking about something. I don't know what. What I was thinking, and this is speculation, was that they were talking about how they need to be less sloppy than they have been, the first team unit in practice earlier. And then immediately afterwards, false start, sack.
Oof.
It was like, I mean, you imagine you have like that. It's like calling a timeout and getting called for a delay of game coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what you want to see happen. Yeah, it just seems the offense is really struggling in camp so far.
I wouldn't say consistently struggling. They've had their moments, but today was bad. So it's just practice and it's not full pads, but they definitely missed, I think, Laramie Tunsil out there at left tackle. Blake Fisher's in there, and I mean, he's a rookie, so he's having his issues. But defensively, some nice plays. Really like what I'm seeing out of Jalen Petrie when he does occasionally line up at that nickel spot. At safety, that means that MJ Stewart, who got hurt last year, and Jimmy Ward are the 2 starting safeties. We haven't seen that much Kalen Bullock in that spot yet, though we do see Bullock out there. Bullock is really tall, the guy that they drafted safety out of USC. But Petrie's actually looked pretty good in that nickel spot, specifically in man coverage. He had a couple of moments covering guys like Stephon Diggs where he was with the guy step for step.
Interesting. I mean, look, the NFL's putting out their top 100 players, and the number 57, the 57th player in the NFL, according to the players,
Diggs?
is a free agent.
Oh.
And it's Justin Simmons.
Oh.
Yeah, Diggs is 56, Simmons is 57. So if they're going to move Petrie into the nickel spot, they're adding a veteran safety this offseason.
Yeah, I wonder if in certain packages they just put Stewart out there, and for the most part, if they're in base, it's going to be Petrie back there. But you got to remember that teams barely play base anymore.
Yeah, but MJ Stewart, not to be too disrespectful, but I mean Anthony Richardson's going to cook him if he's your safety out there. I don't. That makes me nervous.
I think you could do better. I'm with you there. It's between Stewart and Eric Murray.
I did see the video of the Jimmy Ward hit on Stephon Diggs from the other day. Finally, whoa, man, that was
that's just football.
That was an aggressive play against your own team. The defense they're swarming.
Yeah, someone put together a compilation of all of these swarmy moments of practice on Wednesday for the Texans.
That. Swarmy moments.
Texans swarm. You know, like the sound effects. You ever play those old football games circa like 96, 97, and at the snap it would be the same noise. Like,
the best for that was Blitz, though. The Blitz had the best sound effects. Especially like when you would like jump on the guy after the play was over.
It was like the same noise every time you hit the button.
It was great.
Yeah, I used to just do like at the end of the play, you just press the two buttons over and over again, just absolutely clobber the guy until he's dead.
What a great game NFL Blitz is.
What a violent game. But
we need it back.
I know. Why did they get rid of it? Oh, concussions. Well, the lawsuit already happened. You can bring it back now.
Because they went too far. They made the version where your player they would show him break his leg.
That one was that.
And then you could give him steroids
that one
to get him back on the field.
That one was an NFL license, though.
I know.
That was a fictional team.
They went too far.
Continuing to talk about what I saw at Houston Texans Training Camp practice number 7 today, there was a fight.
Okay.
Back-to-back practices with a fight. Backup fight! It's always fun when two players that probably aren't going to make the roster get in a fight. This time it was two whiteys.
Ooh.
It was Ben Skowronek, the wide receiver, and linebacker Max Tooley.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to read it.
I was like, at first I was like, can Paul not read his own handwriting?
No, I can.
Okay.
I can. I'm reading it from my reporter notebook here, guys. I'm a big J journalist.
How do you keep it dry? Like, did you have like an umbrella? Were you like holding an umbrella?
Well, there was a tent.
Oh, okay.
There was a tent out there. I stood under the tent.
Oh, so you weren't really in the elements?
No, but my feet are soaked. My shoes were not underneath the tent, so my feet right now are like I'm kind of cold because my feetsies are cold.
He said football is an outdoor sport. He didn't say that watching football is an outdoor sport.
Well, watching football is
journalism very much an indoor sport.
I need waterproof sneakers. I don't have any. So I like honestly I should have worn my boots out there.
Those like rubber ones with like the toes.
Yeah. And I literally would only wear them for something like this. So kind of a wasted point purchase. I don't know. You should have seen DJ Bieneme out there. He's wearing a Louisville jacket. He looked like the Gorton's fisherman. I mean, it was like that was a real raincoat.
Was it like one of those big ones like the quarterback wears when he's on the sideline?
Yeah, I gave him some crap for that. It drew at least one laugh calling him the Gordon's fisherman.
Hey, DJ Bieneme is going to be joining us Tuesdays at 2:00 every Tuesday.
Tuesdays at 2.
Watch on YouTube, see if he's wearing that big jacket.
Maybe we'll just tell him he has to wear it one day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bring it into studio.
I mean, if it's a day like today, you might.
Yeah, you can't. You got to wear that, before the first game. Mm-hmm. Make sure, since you picked the Colts to win the division, DJ.
I know. My God. Oh, he's coming in here with a bang. So, what else happened? D'Amico talked about fights, and he said that fighting is a learning opportunity. Like you learn to not punch somebody, you get thrown out of practice right away if you punch somebody. So that's the rules for, I guess, fights. Is if you punch somebody, you're out. But if you start a fight and that doesn't mean you're out.
As long as you don't throw a punch.
Just no punches.
Yeah.
Because you might hurt yourself.
Yeah. I understand the rule.
Yeah, but they've got the special helmet pads on, so it's like the one time if you're going to punch someone in the face with their helmet on, it might not hurt
Still
as bad.
don't do it.
Yeah, it's very stupid that football players do that.
The Matt Khalil Award, former Houston Texans tackle, for worst player at practice. This is a tough one, okay? Could have been Mike Ford. John Mechie is bullying Mike Ford. He is a backup corner. But I'm going to give it to Robert Woods. He had a muff punt.
Didn't he have one earlier?
I think that's
Woods has not had a good camp.
That's two practices in a row.
Wood has not had a good. Woods has not had a good camp.
He's getting cut.
Who's it? Shoot, I got to think of a name for this. But just because Colin Gillespie played for the Houston Texans and once was the 12th man, I'm going to call this the Colin Gillespie Award for the best player at practice. And guys, today, guess who that goes to?
I love you can hear the pages turning. It's very
because again these. I wrote my notes, mother bleeper.
Things are I'm giving you credit. Things are too digital now. You're an old school reporter
old school.
with the
old school.
You might light a cigarette in there.
I'm giving it to Ben. And now I don't know how to pronounce his name. Skowronek. I'm giving it to Ben Skowronek. Ben Skowronek was making some insane. He had a one-handed catch on the sideline. I mean, he did us white guys proud today. He had a good practice playing wide receiver, wearing number 26, sticking out like a sore thumb.
26.
I love everything about.
We got to get this guy a new number.
No. I like it.
I like it.
I like it. It's great.
It's very. American Athletic Conference to have a white wide receiver wearing a number in the 20s, I like it.
James Wall on the YouTube says, LOL, when you said you're a real journalist, LOL, good joke. I was out there. Were you? Bitch?
He took notes with a pen in the pen.
Yeah, I didn't see. Where's your notebook? Can I check your work?
You should get one of those old, like actual, like old school ones where they're like flips.
Yeah. You know what?
Like skinny.
I couldn't find one. This was something I found at I think I got this at HEB. So there you go, guys.